as I say, he is most taken aback by the coming off you, Shining Star. His hood falls back a ways. You see his dark hair and clearly an elf, very clearly.
Are you saying my sister is smitten with Lord Byron?
Yes, maybe you would like to roll. Make a. I was going to say legends, but make a knowledge roll.
Ooh, a knowledge. Ooh, okay.
Like the literary crit.
Yeah, right, exactly. My lit crit roll. That's hilarious. Okay. Well, as I recall, my knowledge is actually pretty good. So, 8, and I get a really good roll too. I get a great result. Rod, as long as you are being granulated result fellow, what does great mean? So I may bask in it and roll in it much like a dog does.
Okay, great is nothing fancy, just solid success, which sounds underwhelming, but that's actually the first result on the chart that tells you completely succeed.
Oh, really?
Like
so good and...
Passable and good are actually... Passable is actually, there is much left undone.
I see.
Frequently, a passable success results in a complication that will require another skill roll to overcome. And then good is there is some small part left undone. This is more of a nuisance than anything else. So it's like the chart is like, you fail, but with some candy, succeed, but with some gunk, and then actually succeed. So great is the first actually succeed result.
All right, well, then I want my success.
And your success is that on all the stories of the Elven Court and the Elven Empire, and all the bogeymen you will be told of as like bedtime stories and things, you clearly recognise that this dark-haired charmer is a Connor. The Sealy Court that are opposed to the Elf Queen, and these guys are also famous for as love talkers and assassins who use love to their victims and kill them.
Okay, A number 1, oh shit. A number 2, we lost all the proper nouns that you said.
Ankener, a love talker. A assassin to get close to his victims. And
so did you identify him as a member of the Unseelie Court?
Is an Unseelie the Unseelie Court and bad sorts who are opposed to the Elven Empire, really regarded as public enemies in the Elven Empire.
Okay. Well, anyway, so we've got a very terrifying person who tried to drive me insane. Or something. So, yeah, I'm going to... I will actually try to fade away from the conversation and look at Christabel significantly with a, we got to take it easy with this guy. This is something scary's going on here. Maybe we should just listen. Oh, I already tried to listen feebly. Never mind that part.
But I can try to listen.
In response to your locking gaze with him, Ron, your shining star is going to try and fade away, and
yeah, I'll even gesture to Christabel like, whoa, let's back up here. Let's back up.
Okay. I had asked if I can make a listen roll, or if that's it.
Certainly can. He's turned back around. He's talking to urgently talking to Moonsglow.
Okay.
So you can try and listen into that.
Here's my listen roll. Oh, it's 28. That's a poor result. Which let's check the chart.
Well,
I fail more than I succeed. Most of what I tried to do is not finished.
A little bit. You hear him mentioning. Warehouse, murdering. Who you can pick up, whispering in the corner.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while we have a chance, while they're over there confabbing and, Christabel's squinting, and I'll say, this guy's bad news. Conspiracy, murder, shadows. He just tried to whammy me with some magic of some kind.
Yeah, I see that, but are we going to try to get your sister out away from him, or what are we doing here?
Oh. Well, I had promised my sister that I would help her get out and away from this situation that she hates. And we even had kind of a great big heart-to-heart over this, which was very heartwarming, and I kind of don't want to give up on that.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to work if you just set the dogs on him, although...
Hold on. I think...
She doesn't seem inclined to listen to us if we try to, convince her, so...
Into the fire, Shining Star. We have to get in this conversation.
Right then. All right. I can always make another fast talk try, I guess.
Out, but first of all, let's see what's happening across town and earlier in the night.
Absolutely.
Well, you had, as we said, you'd attempted to start up the possible transportation airship contraption, much to the annoyance of the dwarf. And I think that was where we left things. Probably early morning where the other two are, but a bit more middle of the night.
Yeah, we haven't quite caught up.
What you want to do? Are you going to get some sleep? Obtrit and Adolfo are busy in a corner. Pattern emerging today. The outlaws are around, binding each other's wounds up. They'll like to do.
Yeah, and my recollection is that girl had made, I guess, enough of an attempt to kind of realize what not only what this was, but has some understanding of how to operate this.
You got the engine in the middle of it working enough that it's starting to big canvas sacks around the bottom of the tremble and move in the supporting chains that are holding it from the ceiling at the moment.
Yeah, and I think girl is not interested immediately in taking off with this contraption, but I think she will try to signal to Modthrith that she has something to say to her. And I think I want to do this in such a way. I don't want to just step up with her talking to Adolfo and kind of explain it to both of them. I would like Modthrith to come over for a private conversation.
To get her attention out him, being immediately apparent to him, could be a cunning roll. What do you think?
Yes. Which is not my strongest attribute, but I will try. This. 30. Okay. I made a feeble attempt.
Okay. This could be bad. What that means in keep Rob
in the rod scale.
It's in the book.
I know.
That's right. You're holding me to account, and I have been a bit fast and loose with this before, so I will The feeble
So when
rule,
when I post this session, will I have a little sort of cartoon, a derogatory cartoon lawyer hovering next to Rod the whole time, kind of bobbing him up and down? His little.
It's entirely fair that he helped me up.
Well,
I'm not
I highly approve. This system is fascinating enough that if we really use it the way that it's written, I think there's a lot to learn from it.
Yeah, I first started digging into it in relation to a roll from a resolution from the last session that now I have forgotten what it was, but there was something that I was unsatisfied with about the way a resolution turned out. And then I started saying, well, wait, what does the system actually say? And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, there's a lot. It's kind of a portraiture thing.
Yeah.
What's the difference between having a 5 and 15 if you're just going to roll low? And, well, the difference is...
Right. How many columns have you blown it by actually matters. Yeah.
Yeah.
As in this context, because your expressions and thrift and ending up waving room. Any response from her? Adolfo notices you hunched over the crate, which contains the teeth. And I'm not including you in them. As I recall from last session, Adolfo made noises about these.
One of the members of the band is somebody named Flynn, who is a Corsair.
Natty red handkerchief hat.
He's passable.
With a beard.
Yeah.
He's around.
Yeah, I think with that feeble attempt, I will make my way over to Flynn. Girl is thinking that as a Corsair, perhaps there would be some skills that a Corsair would bring to being able to manage this type of device, which has some boat-like qualities and characteristics. And Girl would approach Flynn and say, I've checked out the machinery and rigging on that vessel, and I think I could show you a little bit of what I've learned, and maybe you would be able to navigate it. It is not a sailing vessel; it is a flying vessel of some sort.
It's a sincerity roll. Connection with him and build relationships with other people from Monstrous Gang who aren't wanted. You, Robbie?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Again, not my strong suit, but we will see how this one goes.
The dice will fall out.
Yeah, I think
this is it's going to be mixed blessing. It's catastrophic.
Oh boy!
Which does mean I get to mark
against it.
Yes.
So let's look at catastrophic.
I was going to say, Rod, will you do the honors? I'm rather looking forward to this one.
A spectacular blunder. The character screw-up causes significant problems, possibly even physical harm. A second roll must be made immediately to avoid the mishap.
Cold shoulder from... He mumbles something in acknowledgement, but he's not really interested in listening. Feel like fast and loose to say, yes, you can make another roll, and another roll will be a fate roll.
To make a fate roll?
That's what I'm going to do.
Uh-oh. So my short list of skills to pay very close attention to next time I make a character for this game are sincerity, fate. Already got sanity down.
Yeah, I warned you guys about that one.
Yeah, my fate roll is pathetic.
Oh. All right, Ross, do your worst. Ross, we have been skating on our catastrophes this entire game. We have clearly been insufficiently catastrophic for 3 sessions now, and it is now time for us to suffer. Robbie first.
This is obviously the point where Flynn, a wispy starts to appear and floats towards you, girl. To recognise the features that start to emerge, start to form, because it's very obviously Taryn, who you wrote about. He's your dead lover, whose top of his ear you cut off, and in fact you can see solidifying an ear with the top missing.
Wait, like a ghostly form?
Form falling.
Ew.
Yes. I'm going to help your reputation with the gang because this horrible ghost is terrifying. Are you going to respond in any way as it approaches girl?
I think girl's first response would be to grasp that pouch that contains Taryn's ear. I think girl grasps that, and I think her first response is going to try to communicate, probably to somewhat ignore what's going on with all of the other people around her, and to focus on this form, and say, Taryn, is that you? Is that really you?
Yes. The mouth is working, but no sound is coming out. You're becoming more and more solid looking as you get closer and closer, and all the gang who are around are busy making sanity checks, which they will fail because
they're crap sanity. Yes.
Passable, like Flynn, but a horrible ghostly figure that approaches. And, so I'd like you to make an empathy roll.
Empathy is under. I see it there. It's under
alertness.
Alertness. I'm not. I'm much better with empathy, but still not a great. So I got a passable result.
So communication, not so much, but closer, and feel sort of or ear where you're missing the tip. Ghostly thing, and the image of blood starts to pour over your hands. It's enough of a success, but maybe is trying to remind you of things he said in the past before his suicide.
And the reason why he committed suicide was because he was forced to fight in this war against the Serpentines. I guess girl would say, Taryn, you know that I would do anything for you. What would you have me do? We are far from the Serpentines. And I am I'm doing my best to fight against the nomads.
A sanity roll as you see blood pouring from your hands as your hands. And
do I understand correctly that something gross and spectral is occurring?
Your ear called to me from beyond the grave.